Welcome back, everyone. So we are, what are we, part 11? I've been taking these little power naps in between each of these streams. So don't y'all worry about little old me and my rest. I am very responsible and I value rest. Um, anyway, having a really fun time with this Yu-Gi-Oh drawing. But before we get started, I want to drop a link to the Discord where you can join our art community. I recommend you join. We're just a bunch of goofballs in there. We have a lot of fun. There's a place where it's a place where you could share your artwork, works in progress, share your social media. I encourage all artists to come onto the Discord and cross social media with each other. But yeah, gonna get back to it. We are ahead of schedule. I'm not gonna give you an exact date as to when this drawing is gonna be done, because that's foolish. With this big of a project, you could never really know when it's going to be done. But I do have a timeline, and we are ahead on that timeline, and that's kind of all you can ask for, right? You know, I work so hard to keep the mic out of the shot. Fuck that. I'm going to get this mic right in my face. Sounds better that way. So we'll keep the I'm gonna keep the mic on for about maybe 2 hours. We can chill and draw, and then after that, shutting the mic off, and we're gonna focus. All right. Hope everyone's week is starting off well. So I'm at a place now where I cannot play audio for you guys in the background. No music because my get hit. So that's my fault for playing copyright music, but that's what I jam to. So it's either I keep it silent for y'all, or we listen to music that I don't care for, which defeats the purpose of having it. So no, this music should be safe.
Yeah, we're good to go, dude.
Okay.
London.
Now we're working on Sagi the Dark Clown. I don't know who here has ever paid attention to Kaiba's deck, but his deck sucks. Kaiba's deck is garbage. Like, you don't really think about it. But as I was doing research for this drawing, he's got a bunch of like nonsense. He has like no recurring monsters. Like Sagi the Dark Clown shows up like 3 or 4 times throughout the whole series, and most of the time it's just to sacrifice him for the crush card. Well, let's go straight arms. Toxic, what's going on? Hope your week is starting off well. So Sagi the Dark Clown. Here, we're gonna do a second draft of every monster before we do another pass, because I just need to make sure I locate everyone correctly. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! I was getting really trying to be really weeby with my title for the video. Yeah, it's a new collage. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! crank up the brightness on my Cintiq.
London.
Thunder Dragon, I think. No. Lord of Dragons is next. I'm having such a good time on this drawing. That's why we're ahead of schedule on it. Like you know, like when I first started drawing, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what got me into drawing. I was like, I was very invested in Yu-Gi-Oh! I was a competitive player and all that stuff, and so we're gonna do a draft. So I have one draft, very sloppy, of like where all the characters are gonna be located. So now we'll do another draft, another rough draft, to just make sure that I have them in the right pose, and then I can kind of resize everyone. So it is like a 3 or 4 stage drawing. Oh, crazy news. So, you know, for the first time since my wife had her diagnosis, she went back to work today. That's a big step. That means she's recovering well, you know, and all that. So I'm also on a mission. I'm trying to get my... I've been paying very close attention to the amount of time I spend on my phone. Currently, my average daily usage is 3.5 hours. But I'll say like an hour of that comes from me handling like social media, right? Because that's my job. It's part of my job. But I know for a fact that I do not spend 3 hours a day working on my social media. If you take into account me texting and like using music and stuff, I'm maybe hour and a half, maybe 2, which means I'm wasting like an hour and a half of every day just being on my phone. So I'm being very active to bring that number down. I want it to be under an hour average per day. I can do like 1 hour, 10 minutes. Like I'm not upset about that, but like I don't need it to be fucking 3 hours. That's absurd. What a waste. Do you bother checking your usage time? Does anyone here? Yeah, you know, I think the average is what, 7.5? Is that what the average is right now? Let me clarify. I don't think there's anything wrong with being on the phone all the time, honestly. Like, it's a fucking entertainment device. Like, it has everything you need. That's just for me, personally. I have so much that I need to be doing that I need to make sure I'm keeping a watchful eye on where I'm spending my time. That's it. It's a work related thing. But if I had like a 9-to-5 job where I just clocked in, dude, you would never get me off my phone. I'd just be on that bitch all fucking day. Actually, I'd be on my computer playing games all day instead of my phone. I'd just be playing video games on my computer. Flute of Summoning Dragon.
Feel like it's not real or it couldn't possibly be real because it is so good. But it is there.
Yeah, see, now if you're, you know, like if you're listening to a podcast or an audiobook, or you're walking or exercising, or you're on the bus or the train and you're just listening to music, that shouldn't count. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. Or like I racked up a really high count on last Saturday when I was at a convention because I have my phone on the whole time so I can take like credit card transactions, but that counted towards my screen time. I was just like, I gotta find a way to omit this app because that's not fair. That's true. But what I mean is, it skews the number that I want. You know how like when you're trying to get fit, you can't really use the scale because like if you're building muscle, you could be loaded with water one day. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there are still numbers on the scale that you want to hit just for the fuck of it. Yeah, that's how I am right now with my phone stats. There's just a number that I want to hit, like an arbitrary number. I need the validation. I need the number. Yeah, doing another draft of all the characters will be good. It'll let me kind of it'll let me plot everything out. Resize everyone to make sure that everyone fits. I've been surviving on power naps. So we'll do like a 5-hour, like 3 to 5 hour stream. And then I'll spend like an hour or so taking care of the house, and then I'll go take like a 2-hour power nap, wake up, and just do it over and over and over again. So that's what we've been doing for like the last 2 days. I think I could probably keep it up for another day or two, but then I'll have to actually like get a full sleep. So next is Thunder Dragon and Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon.
You've joined Diplo's Revolution.
Hey, what's going on? Whimsies, what's going on? My bad, I missed your comment. Thunder Dragon and Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. So the card version of Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, it just has one head with two mouths, but the anime version, it has like two heads. We're gonna do the anime version because that's cooler. Vanity moment, looking the best you ever have. Body weight stuff going well. The shit's fun. You're still single. Be single. You got other stuff going on. If what you're doing right now is going well, why do you want to change it? Yo, body weight stuff is where it's at. You know, I used to do a lot of powerlifting. You know, my brother's a former world champion, and he's a competitive professional powerlifter, and we used to lift together, and then he got too powerful for me. So I was really into, you know, weightlifting and powerlifting and all that stuff. And as I got older, I really started to learn to love doing body weight work and running, you know, like burpees and explosive stuff like box jumps and all that. I think it was from the years of lifting weights. It got so boring that switching over to that kind of stuff, the you know, the more dynamic movements. Oh man, so much fun. But anyway, I'm happy for you. That's good. You know, once you start feeling strong, you get confident in yourself, and that just improves the way you, well, that's just improves the way you approach everything else in life. You get more confident, which in turn yields better results with like everything that you do. That's tough. You know, I haven't... It's been years since I've tried that. Well, the last time I tried it, I definitely couldn't do it. But that was before I committed to doing bodyweight stuff. I wonder now, with as much control I have over my body weight, I wonder how long it would take me to be able to do that, the wall handstand push-up. Hopefully Planet Fitness doesn't kick me out for doing that. You're trying too hard. I've had the lunk alarm. So I go to Planet Fitness because it's literally across the street from where I live, and I use it for when I travel, and it's one of the few places that's genuinely 24 hours where I live. Anyway, and I don't do like deadlifts and shit anymore, so I don't really need all that stuff. But anyway, they once set off the lunk alarm on me because I was doing farmers walks, and they set the alarm off on me. I was like, what the fuck? That's a very functional exercise. Like you're more likely to be in a situation where you need to, you know, carry your own body weight than like being able to deadlift a car, you know?
You've joined
Diplo's Revolution.
You did some pike push-ups to bolster your progress. Right now, you're at like 5. Pike push-up? What's that? Yeah, that lunk alarm thing, it really depends on who's at the front counter. Because I've been in there where people were like dropping weights. Like straight was just dropping them like irresponsibly. That shit will bounce and hit somebody's toe, man. Come on. No alarm. You hear one guy kind of grunt under his breath. Woo 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 woo. Kind of just depends on who's behind the counter, who has their finger on the button, you know. Get your hips in like a 90-degree or an acute angle. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Hey, that's handy. That's smart. Yeah, little adjustments. See, you can make little adjustments to body weight exercises. When you're lifting weights, like a bench press, there's only so much you can do. Damn, I'm getting sleepy. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask for a last wave of questions. We're not ending the stream, I'm just gonna turn the mic off and then focus on working. If anybody wants to join the Discord, there's the link right there. Also, if you have spare channel points, contribute them to the community channel points challenge. There's 8 days left and we are at what, 94%? If you guys as a community can raise 125,000 channel points in that 8 days, which you will, we'll do a 24-hour study live stream, traditional. The trick is to just get unsleepy. All right. So take 2K. Thank you. Like you got anywhere else to spend those points anyway. All right, man. Yeah. So last wave of questions, then I'm gonna shut the mic off. I'm gonna turn the camera off for like 1 minute. I have to readjust some stuff on my desk, and then I will come back and it'll be a silent work stream.
You've joined.
Diplo's revolution.
All right. We are entering silent stream mode. All right, let me adjust my desk first and then I'll shut everything off. All right, everyone. Thank you for hanging out while we did a little bit of talking when we first started, but we are going into work mode now. Okay? Focus work mode, which means darkness. I work good in the darkness. All right, everyone. Let's get some work done. We're ahead of schedule on this drawing. Let's keep it that way. I'll turn the mic on just for a little bit to answer some questions, but then we'll get back to work in a little bit. No, I'm just using the, we're in Clip Studio Paint. I'm using a pen tool, right? I'm using the G pen, the factory G pen and the pen tool. That's it. But yeah, it does have pressure sensitivity on. I need that on. Like, it emulates real life too closely to not turn it on. I don't like Cyberjar being right there. Yugi has his Karibo right there. So we should put Cyberjar right there. Right there. This is why we're doing drafts, so we can move things around. Yeah, I'm just not the real G pen, just the regular G pen. Yeah, I'm just using the factory settings because I actually don't know how to use Clip Studio Paint really well. Like at all. I know how to use line work, and I know how to do line work, and I know how to use the paint bucket. Because I'm primarily a traditional artist, you know. So I just do all these functions here. I'm sure they're great, but it's just like I don't use them. I never have, and if I can get by with without using a lot of these functions, I think I'm fine. Somewhere down the road, I'll probably start playing with it, but we are so close to getting to our community channel points challenge. For anyone who has channel points, we are at 97%. We need less than 3,000 channel points to the community channel points challenge. If we hit that goal, which we'll do that today. Well, I know we'll get to it, but will we get it today is the question. If we get to those points, we'll do a 24-hour study stream, traditional in the sketchbook. Fantasy will be the theme. It's half and half. Half of them are done in Photoshop, and the other half, the more recent ones, are done in Clip Studio Paint, because I didn't get Clip Studio till later. But if I had to pick one, I would pick Clip Studio Paint every single time. Clone Dragon? Clone Dragon, that's a fake card. Well, even in Photoshop, you could set pressure sensitivity on in Photoshop. You know, I'm actually not that great with digital art compared to my traditional. My traditional is way better. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, with whatever tablet you're using, I think it's just one of those motor function things where it's just going to take more time. All right, cool. Clone Dragon. Put Clone Dragon up front right here. All right. So for realsies, I'm going to shut off the mic because I need to focus hardcore and get this project done. We are ahead of schedule with this project, which is awesome and almost never happens. So we're going to keep that momentum going. We're not going to mess it up. Thank you, guys. Mic off. Appreciate y'all coming through. I'm just gonna end the stream and then work on my own so I can kind of blast the music. I'm getting real sleepy, so that's no good. I need to, yeah, we need to make tracks on this drawing. So thank you everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate it. But I'll see you guys later, okay?